But even like trying to make that sound, I just butcher it. It's awful.
Helping people take their first steps in Portuguese and build their confidence in practical situations is my jam. So when I was contacted by Josh and Kalie from the YouTube channel Expats Everywhere, who have just moved to Porto and they want to get to grips with Portuguese, I was more than happy to help. They'd been inspired by the YouTuber Nathaniel Drew and had set themselves a bit of a crazy challenge to learn Portuguese in 7 days. Is that even possible? The short answer is no, it's not possible to learn any language in 7 days, so don't panic if you've been learning for a long time and you still feel like your progress is slow. That's completely normal. This is a particular challenge that Nathaniel Drew did for both Italian and Portuguese, and it's more of a personal challenge to see how far you can actually get with a really intensive study period over 7 days. I actually really liked a lot of the steps that he took, and these are things that I recommend to my students as well. So for example, starting with your goals, knowing what it is, what the reason is of why you want to learn this language, because that's going to be really important for keeping you focused and motivated. Focusing on the most frequent words in the language, so you don't need to know every single word in the dictionary. Actually, research shows that in English, for example, if you know 800 of the most common word families, you'll be able to understand 75% of language as it's spoken in normal life. I've actually made flashcards of 250 frequent words in Portuguese. They'll be in the description linked if you want to check those out. And also completely immersing yourself in the language through things like TV and music. I've made videos on both those things, so if you need inspiration on how to go about that for European Portuguese, those videos will also be linked in the description. So I mostly help Josh and Kalie with pronunciation. This is by far the most important place to start learning how to make those sounds in European Portuguese, so they used my pronunciation guide for that. And I also help them get prepped for speaking in a coffee shop and ordering a coffee. So if you want to check out my initial guidance and how they got started, you can check that video out. It will be linked down below and also on the end screen of this video, so you can check that video out next. So the question is, how did they get on when they were released into the wild, and what can you learn from their experience? Hit the like button now if you are excited, and let's dive in. Okay, so now we're going to get prepped for the cafe. So do you already know what you want to order? Show me what you've been practicing and I can see how I can help.
Okay, so I'm really nervous about it. But I was thinking I tend to like iced coffee, and now that it's getting warmer, I would like to order an iced coffee. I know they have like oat milk, and I've seen that it would be I think it's light vegetal.
Aha, yeah. So the pronunciation for milk is late.
Late. I don't know why it's like almost like late.
Exactly. Yeah.
Late.
Think of being late for an interview or something. So that's non-dairy milk. But if you want to be more specific and you want to ask for oat milk, you would say leite de aveia. What's happening here, you need to practice what I call vowel pairs, simple way of putting it. When you see an E and an I next to each other, what's going to happen is you're going to slide from the E sound into the E sound. So it sounds like this. A. Good. So late. Aveia. Much better. So now try leite de aveia. Good. And then, did you say you wanted no sugar?
No sugar, yeah.
So that would be sem, one of those words with the S. So this is S-E-M. So that's another nasal sound. Sem.
Sem.
Açúcar. Great.
Sem açúcar.
Great.
And then I was thinking too, like ordering something to eat, like a little pastry or something, and I like chocolate, so we'll go with something that has chocolate. Well, first, is it silly if I say like estou com fome?
No, that's not silly at all. Estou com fome.
Estou com fome. Estou com fome. Queria alguma coisa com chocolate.
Excellent, yeah. So you don't need the uma and alguma. You just need queria alguma coisa com chocolate. Careful with your word coisa. This is one of your Z times that an S word sounds like a Z. So coisa.
Coisa.
Yeah, so just imagine in your head that that's a Z. Coisa.
And then if I wanted to, like maybe if they show some stuff, if I wanted to ask like what something is, I would say, okay, okay isto?
Yes, exactly. So, o que é isto is how it sounds very, very slowly. O que é isto? What is this? So when you bring that together and it sounds a little bit faster, it's o que é isto?
O que é isto?
Great, really good. And then if they answer you and you don't know what they've said, what would you say?
Now percebi.
Now percebi. The stress is going to come on the last bit. Now percebi.
Now percebi.
Yeah. So you could say desculpe. Não percebi.
Desculpe. Não percebi.
Yeah. And then how do you want to pay?
I might just use my card. Probably just because it's easier. So then aceita cartão.
Perfect. Aceita cartão.
And then obrigada.
You could say see you again next time or something like that. How would you say see you next time? Do you know?
Is that até logo?
Yeah, you could say até logo, which is see you later, or you could say até a próxima. Até a
próxima.
That sounds great. So you've got several challenges then. You're going to order your drink, tell them that you're hungry and that you want something to eat, find out if there's anything with chocolate, ask if they accept card, and say goodbye, see you next time.
Okay.
That's totally doable. How do you feel?
I'm nervous. I mean, I'm sweating right now.
No, you'll be great.
I'm getting ready to start my challenge. I'm a little nervous, but let's do this.
Olá.
Boa
tarde.
Boa tarde.
Queria latte gelado.
Gelado? Ice latte. Ok.
Ter leite de aveia?
Sim, temos leite de aveia. Ok.
Com leite de aveia, por favor.
Para ver aqui ou para levar?
Aqui.
Aqui? Ok, perfeito.
E sem açúcar. Sem açúcar.
Sem açúcar.
Obrigada. E estou com fome também. Queria alguma coisa com chocolate?
Com chocolate? Sim, temos o mocha ou então chocolate quente.
Estou com fome.
Ai, com fome. Sim.
Comida?
Sim, temos natas para assar.
Natas,
smoothie, temos overnight oats, que é aveia com fruta. E iogurte com granola também e fruta.
Queria uma nata.
Ok. Nada. Também para comer aqui, não é? Ok, perfeito.
Obrigada.
Nada. Com licença. Aí está. Bom proveito.
Obrigada.
Okay, so I was nervous, but I think it went really well actually. There was a little bit of confusion with like the food and the mocha, but I understood what he was saying and I don't think he heard me say that I was hungry. But it was a total like normal interaction and I feel confident now because I did understand what he was saying and the problem that there was, and I got what I ordered.
I'm so proud of how Josh and Kalie got on with their challenge. It just goes to show that with some focus, the right materials and the right support and a little bit of bravery, you can make yourself understood in another language. So if you are ready to get started with your Portuguese but you don't know where to start, why not take a leaf out of their book and focus on pronunciation and frequent words. You can find links to resources that I have made in the description, so go and grab those and make a start today. I'll be back next week with more tips and tutorials to help you power up your Portuguese, so I hope to see you there. Ciao for now, beijinhos!